Next on CNN Presents, the new face of America's pill epidemic, innocent infants.
If you are pregnant and you know that it's harming the babies, why don't you just quit using the pills?
It's just not that easy. You feel like you're gonna die.
And later,
Reeled me in like a fish. He caught me like a bear in a bear trap.
caught by the U.S. Navy's underwater recruits, marine mammals.
From the outside, they look more like nightclubs than doctors' offices. And they're not too happy to see our cameras.
We're here in a parking lot in one of these pain clinics.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Leave him the alone.
Broward County, Florida is filled with pain clinics. Doctors making millions doling out prescription opioids, also known as heroin in a pill, like candy.
Oxycodone?
Oxycodone, 30 milligrams, Roxy's, Blues.
They can get hundreds and hundreds of pills in one day from just going from one doctor to the next. And then they're taking them on the street and they're selling them.
Authorities are struggling to shut down these pill mills, but not fast enough.
More and more people keep dying from prescription drug overdoses.
These doctors are slaughtering our children every single day. Look at us. We're desperate. We're begging you.
As one generation succumbs to prescription opioids, a new generation of addicts is being born.
Because we saw the number of crack babies that died, and this is just another version of that. We all need to be concerned.
Good morning, ladies. I'm Jessica. I feel good today. Casey goes for a follow-up appointment at the doctor's, so hopefully they'll say she's doing better, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. This is Casey's bed. Like I said, she's a princess, so.
And that's right after she was born?
Yeah, that's right after she was born. That's about a week after she was born. And
What is this?
this is that's her nebulizer. Just put that on her face and turn it on. Kind of loud. This is why we're going to the doctors, that nasty cough. That nasty cough.
For most of her pregnancy, Jessica flooded her body, and therefore Casey's, with the prescription painkiller oxycodone, a synthetic version of heroin. These prescription pills have emerged as the nation's fastest growing drug problem. Jessica fears the drug use is responsible for Casey's frequent respiratory infections.
With my other two kids, they were never sick this young, so it's kind of new to me. God comforts us in a way a loving parent comforts a frightened child.
2 years ago, Jessica's husband died. A friend gave Jessica a couple oxycodone pills to numb the pain.
When I started, I was taking like 1 to 2, and within a 6-month period, I was taking 30 milligram.
30 milligrams.
Yeah, exactly, snorting them.
Jessica was getting her pills from Florida's numerous pill mills. And then she got pregnant.
If you are pregnant and you know that it's harming the baby and you know it could possibly cause birth defects, why don't you just quit using the pills?
It's just not that easy. You feel like you're gonna die.
This recovery center used to be filled with pregnant women who had abused crack cocaine. Now it's pills.
When did the first patient start coming in addicted to pills?
Okay, in 2000, this is all cocaine, right
The
here.
blue line.
The blue line versus primary drug of choice prescription, right. And the crossover was sometime in 2009.
Pregnant women addicted to crack are encouraged to quit. But with opioids, babies get just as addicted as the mother. If she quits cold turkey, the baby could die in utero from withdrawal.
When you were going through withdrawal, did you feel that Casey was going through withdrawal
Absolutely.
as well? How is that?
She would like curl up, like in a because it was in the latter part of her pregnancy. She would curl up in like a ball, and my stomach would get like rock solid, and she wouldn't move. I mean, you could feel it. You could just feel that she was in torment. It's really sad, you know? To know that your baby's in pain while you're in pain, and then you just feel horrible because you did it. You know, you did it. You put yourself there.
Jessica was weaned off the pills before Casey was born. Those that aren't give birth to babies who begin to suffer with their first breath.
So you actually have to detox the babies.
They go through their withdrawal symptoms, yes. They start out by having feeding intolerances, diarrhea. You can tell that they're crampy, they're miserable, they're irritable, they sweat, they can have rapid breathing. Sometimes they can even have seizures.
According to state health records, during the first half of 2010 alone, 635 Florida babies were born addicted.
You were saying that the number of babies you've seen addicted to prescription drugs doubled last year.
Yes. There are some situations where we have 3 or 4 babies at a time. It just makes everybody a little reflective and a little sad about the whole situation.
Even more troubling, researchers still don't know what the long-term effects of opioid use will be on infants.
Yes, princess.
And neither does Jessica.
Because I know that I'm going through stuff, getting off of the pills. So what's she going through? Because she's just a little baby. And she can't talk, and she can't tell me how she feels. I want to make sure that she doesn't want for anything, that she doesn't have to hurt any more than I already put her through. She didn't deserve that. She's a princess.
Coming up,
We're going to see her drug dealer. He's got teardrops tattooed on his eyes.
Let me get 12 until later.
we see firsthand how the pill trade works. We came to Broward County a year ago to do an investigation on pill mills. Now we're back a year later, and there's still rows and rows of pain clinics. We're seeing more babies being born addicted to drugs.
More people died last year from prescription drug overdoses than car accidents.
Our children are dying, and it's all young people. It's all the young people.
What age were you when you started using pills?
I was 18. That's me, my dad, and my brother. And that's me and my mom before drugs. Like, I used to be so prissy and preppy in all my pictures, you know, and like care about my hair and my makeup. I don't give a anymore.
Bree's addiction to oxycodone is killing her.
So there's 5 of the oxycodone and a bar and a half of Xanax.
She allowed us to film this because she wanted to show us what a wreck the pills have made of her life.
This is the only thing that, I mean, I love my family, but this is the only thing that I care about. It doesn't feel like I'm going to, my veins not popping up. Burns until you take the tie off. I need more pills. I don't feel anything. I'm not satisfied. I'll just leave the door open.
Is it hard for you to see her like this right now?
I hate it. I hate it.
Bree's mother, Joy, is a nurse, but this is one patient she's not been able to help.
She's dropped cigarettes in between her chest and her holes and her, you know, it's amazing that our house hasn't burned down, to be honest with you.
Your daughter lives with you. She's around you all the time. How come you can't keep her from doing the pills?
She's trying.
I've tried everything.
I say a prayer to God before I leave work and say, God, please let my daughter be okay when I get home. And when I get home, that's the first thing I do is I walk in and I check on her.
right, she's still breathing. It's not a fun way to live.
Joy joins other South Florida parents in protest against the pill mills that feed addiction.
So are the majority of people out here, have they lost family members to pills?
This is my precious son. His name is Jay. He died at age 36 on his birthday.
Blaine died December 5th, 2009.
You're home at night and the phone rings and you're afraid to answer because you don't know whether it's the sheriff, the morgue, or the hospital.
I wouldn't put you in danger.
Bree's driving us right now to go pick up more pills. How much money is this?
It's I think $175.
And this will just get you one hit?
Yeah.
She spends thousands of dollars a week just to get high. We're going to see her drug dealer. He's got teardrops tattooed on his eyes and gold teeth. And you don't get scared of this guy?
No, he's a sweetheart.
Ignore me, okay? If you see me on the street, ignore me.
Okay.
All right.
So my producer Steve's getting out of the car because it might look too suspicious having him sitting in the back seat.
Hey, baby. What's up? Let me get 12 until later. 1, 2, 3.
The dealer admits he gets his stash after visiting multiple pill mill doctors.
Well, I'm going to shop it at $4, $5, $6, $7.
So what did he give you?
11 of them.
11, what are they?
Oxycodone.
To put this into perspective, the recommended starting dose for oxycodone is 10 milligrams in 12 hours. Bree just bought 30 times that, and that's just enough to get her through one afternoon. Today, a multi-agency task force busts 22 pill mills, arresting doctors for trafficking in illegal prescriptions.
It's not uncommon to see doctors making upwards of $1 million a year.
But that's nothing compared to what some of the clinic owners make. DEA agents seized more than 24 luxury cars from the garage of one pill mill entrepreneur.
This individual was making $150,000 a day.
Viper, Porsche, a nice blue Bentley. I don't even know what kind of car this is. Why does it take so long to bust these clinics? Why can't you just go in and knock them down one by one?
Well, they're doing it under the cover of their medical license, and you have to prove that the doctor knew that they were overprescribing.
These people are addicted. I mean, these people are suffering, and these pill mill clinic owners and some of these doctors, they're just preying on that suffering for cash, for the profit.
These are the faces of that suffering.
I remember when I first started doing these occasionally, everybody, all my friends, none of us were drug addicts. Now the whole town is.
One mother who has already lost her child.
Yes, princess.
Another mother who's hoping her past hasn't ruined her child's future.
Because I don't want to ever forget how bad I felt. I don't want to ever forget what it could have done to her. It's not ever okay to do a pill again. Ever.